What is up, y'all? Welcome to another Minecraft video. In today's video, we are starting a new series called Minecraft Transformations. This series is going to be a series of episodes where I transform a different Minecraft structure each episode and build a story that spans this entire Minecraft world. If you guys are excited for it, please stick around, maybe subscribe, and enjoy the video. Our story begins here, in the Plains Village. As you can see, I started this transformation by laying out where the paths and buildings will go. Now, these villagers are the newest to settle in this Minecraft world. They're very talented at farming, baking, and trading. They settled here because of the fertile soil. It's good for farming, and they liked the position for trading. So they built up their homes and settled into their everyday lives. It was peaceful. They were peaceful. This is their main street. It's full of stalls and markets on both sides, full of goods brought by the wandering traders and other villages. This also has their bakery and their town hall. I built the town hall, but it wasn't my favorite build, so I ended up taking it down and deciding to do it later. As they started trading, their wealth of rare and valuable treasures grew. Along with it grew a target, until that target was as big as their village. They were living their everyday lives when they heard the sound of a horn and then the shouts of battle. It was a pillager raid group. The villagers were barely able to defend themselves. Being farmers, they're not very good at fighting. So their whole of their homes and their treasures were at the mercy of the pillager raid, which wasn't much. But at least they didn't use fire. These raids continued pretty often, about as often as they could rebuild and repair and trade for some more treasures. There would be another raid. They traded for a few weapons and a little bit of armor that helped some, but it wasn't a long-term solution. It was at this point in the transformation that I decided I didn't like the building blocks that I had picked for the houses, so I decided to go back and change the ones I had already done and stick with this palette for the rest of the houses. With all the trading that they do, it's understandable that they heard tales of guardians built from iron and villagers who were skilled fighters. They didn't know if these stories were true, but they were getting desperate. All of these raids were endangering their lives here, and they'd fallen in love, even in the short time that they'd been here with this area. So they needed a solution. They thought about building walls or stronger homes, but how could they with the constant attacks? What if they learned to fight? But they didn't want a life of war. They just wanted a simple life. This continued for a whole year. All the while, a few young villagers were getting more tired every day of the fear that they lived in. They'd been collecting books, maps, and stories from the merchants and traders, as well as supplies for a quest for the Iron Guardians, whose stories they'd heard. But little did they know that by embarking on this quest, they would uncover so many secrets about this Minecraft world. These are the docks. This is the little bit of architecture that the pillager raiders don't ever touch, because they know that without these docks and all this architecture, the villagers would not be able to as easily trade for treasures. Early on, before the raids, the villagers built up these staircases and pathways into the cliff, and they also built up some cranes and carts to be able to easily transport the goods that they traded for. After a few more months of planning and preparing, the group of young villagers decided it was time to act after a particularly bad raid. They called a meeting in the newly constructed town hall. And after explaining their plan to the villagers and getting the okay, they started packing. They had been storing their treasures in some old ruins that they found outside the village. These ruins looked to have been looted and burned a long time ago. This is one of the lost kingdoms of Minecraft, or at least part of it. But it is the perfect place to hide things that they didn't want the raiders to find. After packing up all the things they'd collected, they hopped on a friendly trader's boat and they set sail on the adventure that would change their lives forever. It is finished and all detailed. I am so pleased with how this first transformation came out. We've got everything from farm animals to wheat fields to trading villager huts and the docks where all of the other villages and people come in and trade their goods for food and other supplies that the villagers may have. I hope you guys enjoyed this format of video as well with the time-lapsey bit. You'll have to let me know in the comments whether you like that or would like to see me do the future episodes a little bit different. Let me know. And consider subscribing because we are 15 subscribers away from 100 and that would be a really cool milestone to hit. Also, you're not going to want to miss the rest of the story. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day and I will see you in the next episode.